programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nossos programas oferecem vários idiomas. Acesse suprememastertv.com/schedule.
हमारे कार्यक्रम पेश किए जाते हैं कई भाषाओं में। कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/schedule。
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule。
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan-schedule.
برامجنا متوفرة بالعديد من اللغات. يرجى زيارة suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Наши программы предлагают много языков. Пожалуйста, посмотрите suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Naše programy nabízejí více jazyků. Prosím, navštivte suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Yangtze River finless porpoises can sense the change in the air when heavy winds and rains are on their way. As a result, they become more active and expressive in their movements, chasing each other around playfully, thus causing ripples and waves on the river's surface. Watch on to find out more.
Hello, curious viewers. My name is Parviz, a vegan finless porpoise, and I stay off Iran's coastline in the Persian Gulf. Love has put a permanent smile on my face. The animal and human residents of Iran wish you all the best in life as you embark on your way to your divine home. Welcome to today's program entitled Finless Porpoises, the Wondrous Smiling Angels. We have one notable characteristic that makes us absolutely one of a kind, and it's referred to in our name, the lack of a dorsal fin. Both sharks and dolphins have this appendage, which is a fin that protrudes from their backs and can be seen above the water's surface. But like us, most whales do not have a dorsal fin, and it is not hard to imagine us as mini white whales, especially considering the steep angle of our cute noses. We come in a variety of shades, from light gray all the way to smooth, glistening ebony. The friendly sea mammals like whales, dolphins, and of course, us, finless porpoises, belong to the order Cetacea. Cetaceans are easily recognizable because we are completely aquatic with a smooth, streamlined shape, no hind limbs, a blowhole on our backs through which we breathe, and a tail fluke we use to propel ourselves through the water. But be sure to take note that we finless porpoises are as different from our cousins, the dolphins, as cats are from dogs, even though we belong to the same biological order. We're very special. First, we are smaller than our dolphin cousins, and second, we also don't have the same prominent pointed face. We are definitely shyer and like our privacy. For example, we seldom approach boats or exhibit acrobatic behavior, such as bow riding. Bow riding means riding the waves made by ships as they travel through the water, a favorite activity of the exuberant dolphin. But just so you know, there are always exceptions to our porpoise rules. I'll introduce you to Xiao, the Yangtze River finless porpoise later, and she'll explain everything. The swimming range and environment that we finless porpoises inhabit are quite vast. You can find us all the way up in northern Japan, swimming in both freshwater and saltwater areas, down all along the Indo-Pacific coast where there is warm water present, near the Indian subcontinent's coastline and in the Persian Gulf, where I'm from. During our excursions, we don't like to use our eyes too much as we don't have the best eyesight. But that doesn't matter because our hearing is beyond great. For listening purposes, we have robust nerve fibers that connect from our ears to our brains. We can speak both in the high and low frequency ranges. When we combine this with our hearing, we can both see and communicate using sound. We emit high frequency tones in the form of clicks to perceive our surroundings. The scientific name for this is called echolocation, which is a kind of sophisticated sonar system. We mostly use low frequency clicks when we want to interact with each other. You can find us traveling as individuals as well as in pairs and small groups of around 12. On some occasions, you might be lucky enough to see us in a large pod of 50. Normally though, you'll encounter 2 adults swimming together. However, don't be surprised if you see a nurturing mother carrying her young one on her back as she swims through the open waters. At birth, the little ones are only 70 to 80 centimeters in length. The sweet youngsters grow to be approximately 1.5 meters long as adults and can weigh up to 72 kilograms, with the males being slightly larger than the females. It is interesting to note that when fully grown, our bones constitute only about 5% of our total body weight. Now that's really light. This is great advantage because it makes swimming so much easier. And not to boast, but we truly are great swimmers. Well, all this talk of swimming has got me craving a short dive to listen to the clicks of my brothers and sisters in the beautiful ocean depths. We'll be back soon. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program Finless Porpoises, the wondrous smiling angels, here on Supreme Master Television. We always stick close to the water's surface. Can you guess why? Because all of us cetaceans are air-breathing mammals. Finless porpoises have a special rolling technique when we come up to breathe. We roll to one side as we near the surface and barely disturb the water, making us hardly noticeable at all. Our preference is to make short dives most of the time, but we've also been known to make longer dives and stay under for over 4 minutes before resurfacing. One of our most noteworthy characteristics is the faint ridge on our backs. As you know, we finless porpoises do not have a dorsal fin like the dolphin, but we do sport a handsome ridge of bumpy notes that run from halfway down our backs all the way to our tail fins, which, much like our cute curved faces, are rounded. These small bumps contain sensitive nerve endings that allow us to interact with the environment in ways that humans haven't yet been able to understand. More on that later. Right now, let me introduce you to one of our close porpoise relatives from China, Jiao, the Yangtze River finless porpoise. She loves to express herself when it comes to announcing the weather. I'm going to let Jiao take over and talk more about her family, lovingly referred to in China as the smiling angels of the Yangtze River.
Thanks, Parvis. Hi, friends. Big smiles to you. My name is Zhao, the Yangtze River finless porpoise. As Parvis mentioned, they also call me the smiling angel, though I think all cetaceans are smiling angels, don't you? Let me tell you a bit about myself. My home is the Great Yangtze River. The Yangtze is the longest river in Asia and the third longest river in the world. It's a wonderful and beautiful place to reside. I'm a Yangtze freshwater finless porpoise, and compared to other finless porpoises, my family is a bit unique because over 1 million years ago, we made the Yangtze River our exclusive home. Over time, our genetics developed a bit differently from our finless porpoise brothers and sisters elsewhere. For example, we are a lot less shy than they are. Parvis had previously mentioned that generally finless porpoises are not interested in activities like boat riding or riding the waves made by boats and ships. However, we Yangtze River finless porpoises have been known to do that, just like our dolphin relatives. And just like the dolphins, we also like to, from time to time, engage in acrobatics, like performing tail stands, where we will stand upright in the water on our tails. You won't see other finless porpoises doing that. We feel we are quite unique and very intelligent. For example, scientists have concluded our smarts to be comparable to that of the powerful vegan primate, the white gorilla. We are also known to be very sensitive to our surroundings, and scientific researchers theorize this could be due to those perceptive notes on our backs that Parvis spoke about earlier. For example, our species can sense the change in the air when heavy winds and rains are on their way. As a result, we become more active and expressive in our movements, chasing each other around playfully, thus causing ripples and waves on the river's surface. Local humans who have been astute enough to pay attention to us have been able to predict the coming of a storm whenever they see us act in this way. Pretty cool, huh? Don't you think so, Parvis?
I sure do, Jiao. Speaking of being clever, we hope humanity is smart enough to read the signs Mother Nature is sending them, and that they quickly adopt a loving vegan diet to help save our world. And we thank you with a big smile, attentive viewers, for joining us for a bit of fun in the great blue waters.
Love you and hope to meet again someday. Magnificent viewers, thank you very much for your company on today's program. Coming up next is The Supreme Grace of God Revealed, Part 3 of 5 on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May you always find the radiance of goodwill within your heart.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.